What's up, guys? Universal Mastery. So, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about something that's pretty fucking profound, pretty out there, and is 100% real. So, what I'm going to be talking about is what is a thought form and how can you use them? Stay tuned. Okay, so the first thing that I want to go into is what is a thought form? Okay, so some of you that are watching this right now have an understanding of what a thought form is. Meaning you may have heard it before, like, oh, I've heard about what a thought form is. And maybe you don't even know where you heard it, but that term sounds familiar. Okay, so thought forms. Where do I want to start with this? So thought forms are 100% real. And one of the main reasons why I'm making a video on this now is because science has recently proven how real thought forms actually are. Okay, so a thought form is something that we are creating all the fucking time, whether you're aware of it or unaware of it. And a lot of the times that thought forms are created, and a lot of the times that thought forms are being created, is when you have a belief in some specific area or some specific thing, on some specific idea that you feel very passionate about, very strong about. When you have a belief in something that's very focused, something that's very what do you call it? Just something that you see and you really do believe. Like, and it comes down to, like, even ideas, like something that may not even be fucking true, like, to most people, like may completely be out of their reality or out of tune with reality, but it's a belief that you have, which means like when it comes to magic, like, one of the biggest concepts to magic is that everything, and this is gonna shock a lot of people, and this is gonna be hard to really grasp, but there is no truth, there is no false, there is no good, there is no bad, there is no evil, there is no, not evil. It literally is all an illusion on a deep fucking level. Now, I obviously, like, I'm not the kind of person that lives in the mindset of this is all an illusion. You know what I mean? Like, all the time. I don't live in that mindset, because then the way that I would manifest my character would be like, why the fuck am I here then? So basically what I'm trying to say is the truth. It's important to know. See, it's funny because I'm saying, like, the truth when I just said it's all an illusion. But, you got to tune into reality. You have to find ways to resonate with people. You have to find ways to communicate. And these ways are actually effective because of the way that we're programmed. So I can say things like, the truth is that you want to have it in the back of your mind that it really is all an illusion. Because then you break out of the dualistic nature of things, meaning you're not the left hand, you're not the right hand, Democrat, Republican, good, bad, evil, not evil. You don't fall into these labels, because a lot of these are very fucking distracting. Like, people will try and pull you this way, people will try and pull you that way. If they can't pull you this way, then they'll throw you away. And you'll just realize that people are wasting so much time and energy into these concepts that they haven't even created, and that they weren't even meant, like, on a deep level. They're not supposed to be so involved and indulged with these concepts in the first place of duality. Things like, you're right, you're wrong, I'm right, you're wrong, I'm right. It just gives people an emotional spike, and that's a big thing that a lot of people are looking for. But basically what I'm saying is, if you can have the mindset in the back of your mind that it really is all an illusion, like there is no right and there's no wrong, but you are powerful enough that you can create what is right and what is wrong for you individually, and as you create certain aspects of yourself that you approve, and then as you discard certain aspects of yourself that you don't want to be, then you are essentially creating something out of nothing. If everything is an illusion, and this is all just, emotional, dramatic spiking, and, political, aggression and passiveness and all this craziness, and everything truly, though, at its core is just an illusion, we're just here existing, then we get to choose how we manipulate and change that illusion. We get to alter that illusion and say, look, okay, society says that you have to be a doormat. Society says you have to be a Republican or a Democrat. Society says that I have to be in a religion. Society says that I have to get married to this kind of person and have this many kids, and my kids have to go to this school and they have to go to this college, and I have to get this kind of job and I have to pay this kind of bill and I have to retire this way. Society says that, but if I want to alter my state and my character from the baseline of realizing all that what society says is actually just an illusion, then I can create my own pathway. I can say, fuck all that shit. I want to have 3 wives. I want to have 8 kids. And they're not going to go to school. I'm just going to find them the most powerful mentors on this earth, and they're going to learn directly from practice and powerful people. And I'm not saying that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just painting an idea. Okay, this is the kind of altering that you can do. Okay, this is the kind of level that you can take it. So you can literally create yourself however you want, and to be able to tie that into thought forms, it comes down to your beliefs. So the reason why I brought up that whole illusion spectrum is because from that illusion, you create beliefs. You create things that you really buy into. And a lot of the times, the reason why you buy into things is because other people buy into things. But what if you became someone that could buy into something based off your own fucking creation? You thought of it and then you bought into it. You didn't need anybody else's approval. You didn't need anyone else to agree with you, and then you got it. When you have ideas, when you start to recreate yourself in the way that you want to, you are sending out this energetic frequency, a current. And as you continue to consistently believe and feed that idea and that belief and that thing, that image that you see being real, that you see for yourself, it may be hard to always buy into it. You're going to have backlash. You're going to have people that tell you it's not going to happen. You're going to have people that try and derail you. But if you can always bounce back and then continue to feed that belief, if you can continue to put energy into that thing that you're creating, how you want to manifest your character. For example, I want to be an authority. I want to be a respectable authority. I don't just want to be an asshole. I don't want to be someone that just fucking tells you this is what you need to do and you need to do it because of this. I want to be someone that I can create a space for you where you feel comfortable about listening to my leadership, where I can create a space where it actually makes you want to listen to my leadership because you respect me and you want to emulate certain aspects that I have. And you know that if you want to emulate those certain aspects and you want to obtain that piece of what I have, then you're going to have to respect me in order to do that, or else I'm not going to allow you to have those certain aspects. I'm not going to bestow them upon you. That's the kind of energy that I want to create. Now, not everyone's thinking like that, right? So if I want to create that energy, I have to put belief and I have to put energy into seeing myself become that person. And I have to try my best to embody that type of person. Okay, I have to try my best, but this is how a thought form works. The more that you can buy into your belief, no matter how outlandish it is, it doesn't matter. This is where the freedom comes into play. This is literally where you can run with this shit. No matter what it is that you're trying to do. I told you mine. You may have a completely different idea for yourself. Maybe you want to be like I don't know, maybe you want to be like some funny street performer that dresses up as like a fucking Kermit the Frog and does backflips and cartwheels all day. And you just really want to do that. And you really want to be successful doing that. Like, you want to be known worldwide as that Kermit the fucking Frog that does cartwheels and backflips on fucking Hollywood Boulevard in his Kermit the Frog suit with the fucking face paint on. If you really feed those beliefs, like whatever it is that you want to become, I can't stress that enough, okay? The Kermit the Frog was a little bit out there, but I'm just trying to show you guys how far and crazy you can get with it. They create these energies that become actual deities. They literally, if you make it strong enough, if you feed it and you feed it and you feed it, that's a form of worshiping that idea or that belief. And it can become a deity. And a deity is a powerful spiritual force. But when you start to form a thought form, when you start to create it, when it's in its creation phases, it's not going to be automatically a deity. It's going to be its own consciousness. It's going to be its own energy. Meaning that when you start to tune into it, it literally will possess you to a certain level and feed your mind more energy to then put back into that thought form and create different pathways so that you can actually figure out how to achieve and manifest whatever those things are that you want to create. And you are constantly, whether you believe it or not, are creating thought forms every single day. But the more focused, the more disciplined, and the more you realize what direction you want to move in, what attributes you want to have, what you want to possess, what you want to do in life, the more focused those thought forms are going to become. And then that means that they have more potential and a quicker potential to become an actual deity. And when your thought forms become deities, you become that person that literally said all these things that you've ever wanted. You become that person that you said, this is what I'm going to do, this is how I'm going to do it, this is who I'm going to become, this is what I'm going to achieve. You become that person that accomplishes all of those goals that you have set. And then other people will look at you like, how the fuck did you do that? That is what a thought form is. Okay, so let's say that you're walking in the mall. You look at a store, like let's say you're walking down, you see the fucking Gucci store. You see a fucking belt that you want. Oh my God, I really want that belt. I really want that belt. But you're like, I don't have the money to buy it. Okay, keep walking. Next time you're at the mall, let's say 3 days later, you're at the mall again. You walk past the Gucci store, that same belt. Oh, I want that belt, I want that belt, I want that belt. But I don't have the money. Boom. That's also creating a thought form. Not the most powerful one, because every time that you walk past that Gucci store, you just have something in you that wants that belt. But you know you can't afford it. Or you know that, is that really like what you want to spend your money on if you can't afford it? Now, if it's something that you really fucking want, then you're going to walk past that Gucci store, you're going to see that belt, oh, I want that belt, I want that belt. You're going to continue at the mall, you're going to go home, and you're still going to be thinking about that belt. I want that belt, I want that belt, I want that belt, I want to get that Gucci belt. And you're empowering that thought form. You're empowering your ability to actually get that belt through an energetic consciousness. And through time, as that energetic consciousness gets stronger and bigger and expands, you will find yourself getting that belt. Okay? And this can happen on some weird fucking levels too. Like, if you create thought forms strong enough and powerful enough, you could have situations manifest where like someone that you know may have that fucking belt and then randomly hit you up and be like, yo bro, I got this belt for sale, do you want it? And then they show you a picture, it's like the same type of belt that you wanted at the Gucci store, the same brand and everything. And like things on that nature can happen because that's how the law of attraction can work. If you really want something bad enough, it will find a way of getting to you. So then you have to ask yourself the question, how can I get to the point where I want things bad enough? How can I really have this urge to want to accomplish the things that I say I want to accomplish? By creating thought forms according to the character that you want to become. So with that analogy that I painted earlier about like, I want to become this type of leader that is not just an authority of the, you know, based on a fear-based mindset, like, hey, I'm going to tell you to do this, you're afraid of me, go fucking do it. I want to be an authority and a leader that is respected, and the reason why people want to listen to me, the reason why people will actually take my orders is because they like me, they love me, and they want a piece of what I have, and they know that if they can follow my instructions, that I will give them those pieces. That's the type of character that I want to create. So you can create thought forms that have to do with your character, and these thought forms will possess you and cause you to act certain ways. This is how broad this stuff can get, okay? So that's the key. And then there's certain ways to create thought forms, okay? There's certain ways to create thought forms. And I'm not going to go into that. I think this video is long enough right now. If you're interested in creating a thought form, okay, or learning how to create a thought form, you can message me on my Instagram. Hit me on the direct message or send me an email and we can talk about it there. But I'm going to give you the foundation. Thought forms are created with your mind, okay? They're created with your mind, okay? Now there is ways to empower that creation and strengthen the fuck out of it, okay? Like making it really powerful, really fast. And there's ways that you want to do it that will serve you. That will be essentially more beneficial for you. And it can also get a little dangerous if you're doing it the more intense ways, because let's say you create a thought form that you no longer want to be, then you got to kind of find a way to get rid of it, okay? So just remember that most of it is done with it. I mean, it's all done with your mind. There's ways to empower it, but if you don't want to go to that level, just know you can create very powerful thought forms with your mind, and just know that you're creating them right now. You're creating them daily. The more you focus on certain things that you want, certain aspects that you want to have, that's how you're going to manifest them. You want to take it to the more advanced level, then you can direct message me. And I'm not going to share this shit for free, okay? So we'll talk on direct message if that's something that you want to do. And then other than that, click the link below. That's going to take you to my Streamlabs merch. And pretty much I have shirts. I have a shirt that has a sigil of power on it. And that sigil is a subconscious symbol of power. So whether you're aware of it or not, it's literally going to resonate on some primordial level to every single person that looks at that symbol. So it literally may cause a certain specific situation to manifest itself just by having that symbol on your shirt. I specifically and intentfully created that shirt, okay? So go check that out. It's in the link. It's in the link right below. And I'm waiting for mine, guys. Like, I'm the kind of person that, like, if I'm gonna be sharing this stuff with you, I want to be wearing it myself. Like, I'm still waiting for it to get shipped. I shipped it to a different address. I mentioned this in my last video. So once I get it, I'm gonna be wearing it. You guys will see for yourself, and maybe you'll pick up on it. Okay, maybe you'll see like how powerful the shirt really is. But other than that, click the link below that link, and it's gonna take you to my Facebook community. Basically, that's a community where I want a bunch of like-minded, powerful people to come together. I'm gonna be posting some extra content on there, so feel free to click that link and try and get in, and then I'll accept you if you're a good fit. Other than that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because I'm posting videos as often as I can, and the videos are only getting better. They're only getting better. Like, I'm trying to give you guys some powerful content. It's not necessarily easy. I love doing this shit. I love sharing this wisdom. I love speaking. I love sitting in front of this camera. But I am exerting a lot of energy, and I know it's going to impact some of you guys, and that's my goal. I want to impact you guys. I want you guys to actually apply the things that I'm saying. I want you guys to have a better grasp and understanding on these concepts, because these concepts are so fucking real. But other than that, I'm going to catch you guys on the next video, so I hope you have a great rest of the day or night wherever you're at, and peace.